last team we have here to close it out is the Milwaukee Bucks. They're in an interesting place right now, and the 3 points I have is no injuries. Damian Lillard and Giannis missed the playoffs last year, and they lost in the first round. They were healthy. Who knows how far they would have made it, So I think that starts with the top. Giannis and Lillard need to stay healthy. Lillard being older now, it's going to be a little harder. But I think that's the biggest thing here. Second one, a resurgence from Chris Middleton, who has been up and down the last few years. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries, just, getting older. In the playoffs this past year against the Pacers with no Lillard or Giannis, he had some crazy games. He had some big shots, big moments. So he still has something there. But we need a full season of him being healthy, being a solid third option. Because if he's not, then, the drop-off is, who that next third option is, I don't know. It's a drop-off from Middleton. And the last one, and this is another funny joke, stop firing your head coaches. And if you do want to fire Doc Rivers, that should be the last coach you're able to fire, because I think that he is justified there for him to get fired. But it's like you had something good to start the year, started the season off well. You fire your head coach, you bring in Doc Rivers, and everything kind of goes to shit. I'm not blaming it on Doc Rivers. I'm not saying should deserve 100% of it, but he deserves a good amount of it. He should have stayed in the booth. I'll put it that way. He should have stayed in the booth. They just need to build something. If you keep firing head coaches, and we've talked about this with teams like even the Pistons, it's like you create a structure, you create a culture, and if you keep firing guys going in and out of the door, you're not creating anything there. And if anything, you're pushing your stars away, like Giannis, who I believe, if things continue to trend the way that they are, he's not going to be in Milwaukee in a few years. So I think that they need to just be consistent, find one guy, keep him there, and don't touch anything. So those are my 3 points.
Nah, injuries is the theme of this whole show.
It is.
Like, as long as teams stay healthy, we should see what they are. Mm-hmm. So no arguments there. I think, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of out on Chris Middleton, man.
I'm not saying I'm bought in on him. I'm just saying, I mean, they have him there, so they just got to pray to God that he shows you something.
Yeah. I can see what you mean. Like, both him and Brook Lopez are going to have pretty, like, this needs to be the last of your prime year, or the last of your good solid year, because those two I'm a little shaky about.
I wouldn't be surprised if either of them got traded at some point this year, especially Brook. I know they've been looking at the market for Brook.
I think Brook got about like 1 or 2 good years left. After that, he's a statue.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But now, firing the head coach is huge, man. Like, building continuity amongst not just your players, but the coaching staff, the GMs, and the whole organization should be like on, top down, one accord. It's huge.
Yeah.
And Adrian Griffin, I don't know what he did or what he didn't do.
He pulled a Ime Udoka or something, bro. I think he fucked someone's wife or whatever, because they exiled that guy for no reason.
Like, I have no idea. He went 30-13. It's not like he went 13-30.
And they weren't that far behind Boston at that point when he got fired. They were only a few games behind him.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But I mean.
Not our problem.
Yeah, hey. But in terms, you said Doc should have stayed in the booth. No, he shouldn't have. You better go get that money.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if
Milwaukee, right there,
if he's being offered all that money to step out of retirement or whatever you want to call it, then I would have done it too. But
hey, Milwaukee would have offered me a contract to go coach, and I've never coached basketball a day in my life. I would show up.
I'm in Milwaukee tonight. Not even tomorrow morning. I'm there tonight.
Yeah, because they flying you out.
That's damn right they are. Private jet.
Win-win.
First class. Yep.
That'll be the most excited I ever am to go to Milwaukee, to go to Wisconsin. Yeah.
I'll put up with it for all that money.